Okay, this is the boat section. Uh, the bane of Silent Hill 2 speedrunners. People love this section when they're trying to go fast.
I'm sure the Silent Hill 2 boat section is very fun. That sounds like a blast.
I know.
Just like the concept.
Like, this is such a strange game that I don't really mind it so much. But if this was like in the last 80% of like some action game, I would vomit. You know what I mean? Like, you can't put a section like this, and it's like the asteroid shooting section in Dead Space.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest idea I've ever seen. I actually really like that game, except for that stupid.
Yeah. I couldn't beat that for the longest time.
It's so stupid.
You can't make it hard. Don't make it
No.
hard.
If you absolutely have to do a scenario that's got different mechanics and everything else,
Yeah.
do it like the Puyo Puyo section in Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
It's so easy you cannot possibly lose.
Yeah, it's
when
just
you get
a
into
gag. And you can like show off a little bit by playing properly.
You can style on them.
Yeah.
Well, I should point out that it's Mean Bean Machine, but
yeah.
So you're playing against Robotnik. But
and it's Puyo Puyo 1, which is actually inferior. It doesn't have the return mechanics and the chain mechanics that have become a staple of the series.
And it doesn't come in Mesquite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turns out that canonically Poyos are made in Chemical Plant Zone. Which is an interesting spot.
That's great.
You can see it building up to it too, because you play Chemical Plant in Sonic Mania in the first part, just as the blue chemical and then the yellow chemical, and then you realize it's all the colors of the Poyo. And then they turn out to be Poyos at the end.
They're mean beans, though.
All mean beans.
They're like sentient in Sonic lore. I like that they're a part of Sonic lore now, too, because Mania is canon. Like, even though it's just a cluster of things from previous games, I say it's canon.
Well, I don't think
because like there's
cares.
There's the whole time
what Sonic
warp
canon is.
Yeah, I know, but there's the whole time warp mechanics that's sort of well, not mechanic, but plot thing that it sort of explains it.
Yeah, it ties into Sonic Forces. And even though no one...
Yeah, and that too.
That's so embarrassing.
The one where Sonic gets tortured for months.
And just comes out, like, fine. Like, you never noticed.
Yeah, well, he physically cannot leave his attitude state.
No, yeah.
Like, he's immune to emotion of any kind.
It's like if Mario was annoying.
Oh my god. Mario's kind of annoying already.
Yeah, it's
Wahoo!
Yeah, it's because he doesn't change at all ever.
He's
not one bit.
Mario just has no anything going on with his brain, and it's really uncanny. It makes him a funny character. You can just sort of think about him doing his taxes and be like, ha.
Well, he has other jobs too. He's a doctor, a golfer, a referee in tennis.
You can imagine him being at Human Resources, just being interrogated over a patient who died.
Yeah, the HD quote-unquote remaster of this game screws up the fog layer. The fog layer isn't as dense as it's supposed to be, and you can see the water like screwed up and where you're not supposed to see it.
I've seen that.
It looks horrible.
Oh my god.
Oh. Like, this fog is supposed to be here, and they designed it around the fog, so there's culling on things and bad textures and shit outside of it that you would normally never see, but stupid remaster couldn't figure out how to get it working right. And to be fair, Konami probably doesn't have the original code, right?
Well, there's that, and also PS2 actually has a surprising amount of like hardware post-processing effects or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like the remasters of Devil May Cry games have the same problem, especially the first one. Like it uses a lot of effects that just can't be implemented in emulation.
Well, fans have done it. They've taken like Silent Hill 2 and created Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition, where they've actually made it work.
Yeah,
good, but it's a little bit complicated to get it set up. People usually give up and play this.
Yeah. But like companies remastering a PS2 game, they usually just slap it on an emulator and call it a day.
Yeah, I don't know, this looks really good right here to me. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the problem is. Okay. The videotape you forgot is being kept in this room, James Sunderland. I'll just put it right on the desk so everyone can see it. Yeah,
Oh, your light kind of pokes through the wall there. See that?
What do you mean?
The light from the flashlight just sort of pokes through the wall and emerges from the other side.
Oh,
see?
Yeah. I wonder if it's because...
But you still get the shadow from the wall and everything attached to it.
Huh.
So it's like, it's really in-depth and impressive for the time, but like it's also not working properly. Weird.
I have 106 shotgun shells and 290 handgun bullets. What do you think of that?
I think you are not going to be a Jill sandwich.
No.
You're going to make it hard for them anyway. Another one of those weird camera tilts.
Yeah. I always find this level confusing. For some reason I can't get it into my head.
What kind of place is it?
This is a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, the environments in Silent Hill, they feel really 3D for some reason. Like, they feel like it's a little bit more confusing than Resident Evil.
Oh.
Resident Evil has more complex big areas, but I find it easier to remember because the rooms have a fixed camera, and you, in your mind's eye, you can picture what the room's supposed to look like.
Oh, yeah.
And when I play, I'm putting them together like a puzzle.
Yeah.
And I can remember, I don't remember the room I need to be in to do this puzzle. I remember what the room looks like. So I just think to myself, I need to be in the room where the camera is like this.
Yeah.
And I'm picturing it in my mind, and you can't do that here.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it confusing. I don't know, it's just weird. This is how I think of it. Like when I'm playing Resident Evil, I'm buffering my movements before the door opens, because I know what the room looks like before I go into it. And I'm already running in the right direction to get away from a zombie or something.
Yeah.
Because I know what the room looks like. And here you can't. Like, I don't know what this next room really looks like. I can't picture it. Like, I know what I need to do. I just don't know how to really. Played it enough times now. Like, since I got this in June of last year, I've probably beaten it like 6 times, and I still can't remember how to piece it together right. I know the puzzles and what I have to do. I just don't know how to do it in the right order to make it fast.
Yeah.
Like,
There's just bullets everywhere in this
I
hotel.
know, this Silent Hill is weird. They want you to kill everything. The item triggers here is just so weird. At least it's not like RE1, like the original release. In that, like, to go into a door, you have to be aiming at the center of the door for it to trigger as a door.
Oh
Or
man.
shit like that. It's really bad.
I've been thinking about it's a weird, well, I guess it's not actually a weird comparison, but I've been comparing like when I played Death Stranding, I couldn't help but compare it with The Witcher 3
Why?
because my experience with The Witcher 3 is really weird. I got it on sale once for like pennies, and it like I lost interest really quickly because of the movement. Like I'd walk up and try to pick up a um like just pick up some grass. Like just you know in The Witcher you're always going around picking up grass. Uh I just thought like I'm dashing past these things and mashing the button and he doesn't even he like Geralt doesn't agree with me doesn't agree that he with my intention to pick up this thing, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes me think like these people didn't think about the controls at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's obviously some disconnect between the realisticness of the movement and what you're supposed to actually be doing in game.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't make you feel strong. It makes you feel like you're not, like you're just like you're when you press forward on the control stick and want to move your character. It's just a suggestion. It's not really a command.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Red Dead Redemption 2 feels like
And
that.
it killed my motivation.
Yeah, I never went back to Red Dead Redemption 2
Yeah, I don't know.
because
Like it was never that bad before.
like there's so much realism in Red Dead Redemption 2
Yeah.
that you can move the analog stick forward, stop moving, like so I can just flick it, let it
Yeah.
go back to its dead zone, and then the main character will move.
God forbid you
Because
try to turn around.
he has a startup
Yeah.
movement because he's so realistic he can't just start moving.
Uh-huh.
It's really was getting on my nerves.
And God forbid you start running and you try turning around.
Yeah, you just can't.
You're just like, oh, I guess I have to turn around. I'll get around to that someday. Let me add it to my schedule. But man, it's really. But like when I was playing Death Stranding, I'm like, this is actually pretty cool because the game is designed
Yeah,
around
that
that.
is the game.
Yeah.
Like if you have a lot of packages and you're running away from something and you need to stop at a ledge, you need
Yeah.
to think about it
Uh-huh.
and give yourself enough time to ride out the inertia.
It's real.
Sometimes you need to run in a circle to slow down.
It takes
Whoa.
some thinking to like stop moving.
Yeah, because you'll fall off the ledge
Yeah.
and friggin' die and lose all your packages, and it's horrible.
If I got a good run going and I want to turn 9 degrees, I'm like, how do I do this?
Yeah, I know. You gotta think about it.
Even though you're in an empty, rocky field with nothing in it, you're still thinking about the gameplay.
Well, yeah,
it's amazing.
It's yeah, I really like it.
So like they ended up finding something to do with that. It's not just like a totally useless mechanic as it was before, ruining games, in my opinion. I hate the combat in The Witcher 3 too. No weight to it.
I love throwing packages at people in Death Stranding. running around, right, and picking up a package of like metals or something you don't need, holding on to it to sneak up on mules and throw it at the mule so hard. It's so satisfying.
Yeah.
The way Sam throws something, because you punch and then in the middle of the punch let go of the trigger.
I know.
And then he releases it in the mid punch. It's really cool.
I know. It all
when he does
feels
it,
great.
and then it just goes flying and just smashes his head.
Yeah.
And they go down.
And also,
and you can imagine it being so heavy too.
Yeah.
It's like a hard ceramic case full of metal. And you're just thinking how much. It's like throwing like a small 50-pound weight at somebody's head.
Yeah.
Boink. But everyone's trying really hard not to kill each other, including mules. They're trying not to kill you.
Yeah.
But unless you're dealing with terrorists and they're trying to kill you, because they're just crazy. They don't care about causing a void out.
It might be a balance thing, but the mules almost look scared when they're approaching you.
Yeah,
they don't know what you're gonna do, and
yeah,
they don't
want to die, and they don't
Yeah.
want to kill you, and they also have flotation devices built into their suit, so if you knock them into the water, they don't drown.
Oh, really?
Do you notice that? That's so you don't have to worry about accidentally knocking them into the water and killing them.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and it makes sense that they would have that. You have it too. Your suit puffs up. You must have went swimming before in Death Stranding.
Yes.
And the suit puffs up, and if you look at it, he's floating when he has that.
Yeah, there's a lot of neat little stuff in that game. I think the BB stuff was unnecessary. I think it's kind of redundant to need to worry about a little BB meter. I never really it's not only is a non-issue most of the time, but I think if all but maybe a couple of the things that freak out the BB are also going to damage your cargo. So it's pretty redundant.
I like when you the BB's scared of a BT, and you cut its umbilical cord, and the BT goes away, and BB goes, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? It's gone. What happened? Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what the BB, how the BB sees the BTs.
I don't know. When I was playing the game,
must have some sort of mental connection with them.
Yeah,
to some degree.
Because it came from Still Mother.
Yeah,
its mother was dead. Right.
Its mother is a BB.
That's
or
what.
A BT.
I think that's how it works.
Beetly D.
When I was playing the game, my main concern was how does Sam, like when you use the Audra deck and you scan the world, how does Sam see that? You ever think of that?
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, how does he see that? Like back in MGS4, Snake had the solid eye, and that's how he was seeing things, right? But Sam, what does he have, like an implant or something that he just sees what the Audra deck does? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's what I was wondering about.
Might be something like that. It might be just yeah, he doesn't have anything on his head.
No.
Doesn't have anything attached to his head, so
Yeah.
Maybe like in a non-gameplay sense, he's looking at his little watch thing.
His cuff.
Yeah.
Cuff link. Huh.
Maybe he's just glancing down on it, but they don't need to show it in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see more games that really go to decent lengths to physically show what you're carrying on your character.
Yeah.
That was really satisfying. What's he doing now? Oh.
Did I scare you?
Yeah,
You did.
Oh no. Yeah, you did. Bang!
James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
Ooh, my Thoughtstein wife.
But she said it in her letter.
You're from the Thoughtstein universe. There's Berenstein,
Read it.
and then Berenstain,
Don't
and then
go into it.
Thoughtstein, whatever.
Who's Rachel?
Are you from the Horstein timeline?
Yeah, he's coming up with all this slang in his head secretly, and then when he finally meets his real life, he's like, you can't understand what he's saying. Oh, thanks. Finally. I finally found my propane stain non-bitch wife.
How old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot.
That's
about
dangerous
Silent
thinking.
Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one Mary... Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
A cat? What does it mean?
Uh-oh.
That's not a cat.
We've unleashed the abstract daddies. This is an O-button game.
Check your map.
I don't want to check my map right now.
He's just inside the thing and he's like squeezing out the little map. Where do I go? Well, first I have to get myself out of this thing. Gee willikers. Yikes.
I'm in a right pinch right now, ain't I?
Certified yikes moment.
Yikes, hard pass. Yikes.
Thanks, but no thanks, bud.
You ever drink Yikes, hard pass? Instead of Mike's Hard Lemonade? Yeah.
I'm sure that's been photoshopped before. What? Mike's Red Hot.
Mike, you ever drink Mike's Red Hot Lemonade?
Hard Red Hot? Holy shit.
You ever drink Frank's Hard Red Hot?
That sounds
whoa.
good.
Hard Red Hot, what's that?
If you're not hard, like if straight whiskey ain't hardcore enough for you. Bruh.
Yeah, like, what else can you make hard? Like, is there a Scottsburn hard milk?
Hard margarine.
Margarine with beer in it. Oh, alcoholic margarine. Get some Planters hard peanut butter.
I tried that canned mackerel you were talking about.
You like it?
You got like 4 mackerels.
That's what I was trying to explain, that you get more than you think you get.
Yeah.
You get a lot in it. Like, it's not... Like, it's worth the price. Like, it's...
It's a tall can. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
you
see
get-
fish in that kind of thing, usually.
You get more than you think you're gonna get. Did you just put it on rice or something?
Yeah.
So I did. And then I used... Did you get the tomato sauce?
It wouldn't be bad straight. It's just like...
Did you get it in tomato sauce? Then?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then their tomato sauce goes good on the rice.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like works together.
Sorta. Like, it's...
It does, and that's final.
No. But,
this is not... This is objective.
Hey.
What? This isn't subjective anymore.
But, like, mackerel cooked properly is like, good enough that, seeing it canned is kind of a shame. You know?
Oh.
Well, like, it's cost effective and it's good, so. Canned fish is so underrated, man.
I know it is.
Like, that's where I got most of my nourishment.
It's one of these few things that will can.
Yeah.
Because fish already tastes like a can.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's in the water.
They already live in cans.
Yes, they live in the can, the Earth's can, which is the ocean.
They live in their own can, too.
Yes.
Because they shit and piss in the water. Whoa.
Shouldn't he be dead by now?
Oh, man. Okay. 3 shots, I guess. Oh. It's kind of deflated.
Yeah, that's enough for me. I'm out.